Hey guys, this is Harith and welcome back to True Space. Right now, I'll be doing the full moon in Libra, but we're gonna look at it through the lens of your rising sign, so you could know at which area of life you guys can experience these energies, so you guys know about how to go on handling them, and do not let these energy outweigh you or wash you down, especially here with the beginning of the new year, the real new year, the beginning of spring, and you don't want to kind of start it slow or get yourself into a relationship that's gonna slow you down, which is a very big theme. Having the full moon in Libra opposite the Sun, Jupiter, and Karya in Aries, which are all making us focus on separation, so we could develop our individuality, we develop our passion and desire. But the full moon in Libra requires us now to add more sense of harmony, balance, justice, so we could either get rid of the relationships that's preventing our individuality or this passion and desire we're trying to grow from going more, or find the right relationships, the right people who could help us feed this passion and desire, this individuality. But it's going to be very hard because it's an opposition. It's going to make us realize a lot of mistakes, a lot of difficulties that we need to go through. But either way, we're going to start with Aries rising. You guys going to have this full moon in your seventh house, which is going to be interesting. You guys are personally into initiating new ways of seeing and feeling about your own passions and desire, which make you guys separate yourself. And having Aries as your rising, you naturally probably look separative. You naturally look like you take action on your own. And now having this full moon going out through your seventh house, you guys basically letting go of what no longer serving you in the area of relationship, marriages, where you guys make contracts, which is something you guys heavily understand since the day you guys were born. Because having Aries rising, your seventh house Libra, been always your issues. You've been trying to learning how to handle your personality, but also handle your relationship, which is gonna be which is quite hard for you. So now with the full moon in Libra, it's forcing you to let go of what's no longer serving you emotionally in the area of life, so you can find things that can match your individuality, things that actually match your passion and desire and what you're trying to give birth to. Because the last thing you want to do is get into a relationship that's gonna slow down how you are personally are. But the important thing here is making sure to find a relationship will feed how you are personally and help you deal with your personality as an Aries rising. And it's gonna be a big theme, but something is direct. It's an opposition. So you guys, Aries rising, you guys know what to do. You guys don't need to look left, right. You guys know exactly what to deal with. Taurus rising, you guys are personally into stability and what makes sense and comfortability from a physical perspective. You guys gonna have this full moon going on with your sixth house, so you guys gonna experience this need to let go of what no longer serving you emotionally in the area of work, health, routines, how you guys go about serving the world. With Libra being in your sixth house, I bet you create a lot of relationship, or you create a lot of harmony and balance around your work routines, your day-to-day activity, which is very important to do to a certain extent, but not to do too much, because here you could make your entire health routines, day-to-day work, how you serve the world based on relationship, based upon the people you communicate with, and not actually get any work in, actually any sixth house energy in. So I bet with the full moon in Libra is making you guys become aware of the fact through your emotion of what let go of what no longer serving you guys in the area of work, routines, health, life practicalities, which is important. Because with Taurus rising, you deal heavily with the physical body, and Taurus deal with the physical senses. So if you don't have a good sixth house, aka a good health, a good routines and a pattern, a good way to go about your practicality, then your rising sign Taurus is gonna feel bad. You're not gonna have the vitality to go after what you like, which is practicality, stability, and what makes sense. And here it's an in conjunction, so you guys cannot see how your relationship in the area of work and routine is affecting how you guys go about obviously your dreams are an illusion, because you guys, while you guys are experiencing the full moon in Libra in your sixth house, you guys having the opposition and with the sun, Jupiter, Cardian in your 12th house, and that let me your Taurus rising. He has been focusing on your dreams and illusion. He has been focusing on expanding on them, healing the wounds there, so you guys could have something to actually show the world and not allow all your relationships in the area of work to take control of you or make you act too harmonious, since you know you got something going on in your 12th house you're trying to give birth to. Very important. It's an in conjunction, so it's gonna be a blind spot, so pay attention. A Gemini rising, you guys are personally into being you guys are personally into communication, analyzation, but in a very broad way. You guys gonna have this full moon going on with your fifth house, so you guys gonna experience this need to let go of what no longer serving you emotionally in the area of creativity, self-expression, truth, the area that deal with children, romance, and things along this line. I bet here with the full moon, you guys are realizing you guys gotta let go of what no longer serving you there, like people taking advantage of you or you creating relationship based upon your creativity and self-expression. A lot of time that self-creativity, self-expression is gotta be just for you to entertain for yourself, for you to have fun with, and obviously share with the people. But with Libra here in your fifth house, I can see how you do that too much. You try to get too many relationships, too many harmony, too many marriages, contracts around your creativity and self-expression, which is gonna be quite dangerous for you right now in the full moon, because you guys having a trine as opposed to an opposition like Aries rising, or an in conjunction like Taurus rising. You guys having a trine, so this is creating a lot of opportunities for you to deal with your relationships that might affect your creativity and self-expression. But a lot of these relationships are probably got into your life because of your rising sign Gemini, because you appear like into broad indecisive form of analyzation, forms of communicating, forms of arguing. So you appear very friendly, you appear very open-minded, and this would get people to know what's going on with your fifth house. But you gotta watch out with this trine, because trine creates sometimes opportunities that's too negative, too many opportunities. Not every opportunity is good for you, and you as a Gemini rising, you gonna learn that. Cancer rising, you guys gonna experience this full moon going on in your fourth house, so you guys appear or personally look like you guys into initiating feelings, emotions, and ways of trying to get comfortable and try to give meaning and reason to how you feel. That's how you guys appear like to people. Maybe even people will tell you you appear emotional or you appear like a crybaby here with Cancer rising. But having the full moon going on with you guys' fourth house, you guys gonna start to let go of what no longer serving you in the area of family, home, domestic issue, privacy too. Because with the full moon in Libra going on here, you guys are obviously personally into family, home, trying to get comfortable. But the full moon in Libra is demanding you guys of to let go what no longer serving you at the house, your family, domestic issue, through communicating, through being logical, through instead of initiating feelings and emotion, water cycles, use the air element, use your thoughts, ideas, and use the Libra energy and to say light with it, so you can make more silence sense, so you can bring more balance, more justice, more fairness in this area of life dealing with the family, since a lot of us tend to create a lot of self-victimization energy when it comes to our family issues. So maybe the full moon in Libra, this will give you the energy or the necessary way of thinking to handle your family issues, to handle your domestic issues, and that's gonna help you as a Cancer rising to appear more different to other people, since you dealt with what is most important to you, aka your family issues, what makes you feel comfortable. And it's a square was going to create learning opportunity for you to know how to go about it. And this is very important for you to be able to balance out your home and family, because you guys having the sun, Jupiter, and Cardian all in Aries going through your 10th house. You guys have been taking action, trying to expand and extract knowledge and wisdom and heal your passion and desire, individuality, so you guys can have a better business status. But a lot of time, if we can't balance what's going on with our family and home, we could never climb up to the height of our midheaven, aka our business status. So that's something you guys are finding something to deal with during this full moon. Leo rising, you guys gonna experience this full moon in your third house, so you guys gonna be letting go of what no longer serving you on a relationship level, on a balance level, on a harmonious level, in your immediate surroundings, within the area you where are your siblings, your co-workers, your neighborhood, everything within your immediate surroundings. So Leo rising, you guys do not have to go so far out of your way to figure out what relationship you guys need to get more balance and harmony in. It's just within your immediate surroundings, so you guys don't have to look apart. And this sextile, it's a sextile, so yeah, I like to see an opportunity on how you bring your own personality, since you are personally into being fixated and stubborn, expressing your own vision, imagination, your own creativity, your own ego. So a lot of time that may appear like that's something people like, and I bet with having a Libra third house, that's something people in your immediate surroundings picked up on. People, your friends, your family, your neighbors, your co-workers, they love that about you, and that's how you were able probably to get into a lot of relationship, because they see how you act, how you like to express the solar plexus energy with Leo rising here. But also it will get you to certain situations or certain relationships that's not good for you. Too many relationships that's too harmonious, and these same relationship might prevent you finding the necessary information within your immediate surroundings, since you try to create so much balance and harmony there, as opposed to just utilizing the Gemini energy of the third house. So definitely watch out for all this harmonious energy that's being created in your third house. And that's important, since you guys have the sun, Jupiter, and Chiron going through your ninth house. You guys paying attention, trying to extract knowledge and wisdom and heal what's going on with your wisdom, your higher education, your spirituality. But for you guys to do that, first you guys have to bring some balance and harmony into your relationship, into your immediate surroundings, because it makes up the micro aspect of your life. You can't bring balance to the micro aspect of your life, you could never bring balance to the macro aspect of your life, the higher picture, and things along this line. So definitely watch out. Leo rising. Now we have Virgo rising. You guys gonna have this full moon going on through your second house. So you guys gonna experience this need to emotion, let go of what no longer serving you in the area of money, safety, security. Get, aka you guys gonna be getting rid of or trying to find better relationship that will help you deal with your money, your security, what makes your asset, what makes you feel safe and secure, stabilized, what makes you feel grounded. You guys may not know how to go about it, since you guys maybe a since you guys are Virgo rising, you guys already appear personally into broad practicality, what makes sense, routines and patterns, and health. So a lot of time you guys may attract people who are into money, or people who could help you get more practicality, since what you get, this is what you guys appear you look like with Virgo rising. So I bet with having Libra in your second house, you guys get a lot of people or relationships that might affect your personal security, that might affect your money and your assets. But it makes sense, because I bet with the Virgo rising, you know how to use your relationships to make more money. But you can also get used by your relationships to make them money and lose a sense of stability. So you guys are as a Virgo rising, definitely watch out for that. And you guys have been having the Sun, Jupiter, and Chiron. You guys have been paying attention, taking action, and trying to expand knowledge and wisdom in the area of vulnerabilities, your fixated emotions that you guys keep behind the scene, which makes a lot of sense, because if we can initiate new ways of seeing and feelings about our vulnerabilities, then we will never be able to create a common ground for ourselves when it comes to how we relate with our relationships, safety and security level, if you will. Because a lot of time, even though the second house represents money, safety, security, the earth, all that depends on what are you vulnerable about, what you are emotionally connected to, what do you keep behind the scene. And if you don't know how to deal with that, you could never deal with your issues of physical stability, assets, your money. You first gotta know how you feel in the eighth house, initiate new ways of seeing and feeling there. And then the full moon right now, you guys gonna see what you guys need to let go of, what you guys need to balance, so you guys could serve the higher purpose of what you guys have been trying to expand knowledge and wisdom in and become aware of in your eighth house, since you guys have all these plans going on going on there, and you might be even surprised on how much your eighth house's energy is actually necessary to balance out things going on with your Libra second house. Because a lot of time we don't understand our physical needs come from our emotional vulnerabilities. So if you have better ways of dealing with them, you will have better ways of dealing with your relationships that affect your sense of security and money. Libra rising, so you guys gonna experience this full moon going on with your. You guys gonna experience this full moon in your first house, which is in your which is very interesting because you guys appear like you guys are into harmony, initiating a relationship and making sense of things. But this is how you guys appear like. So even that how you guys appear like, you guys might get into a lot of the wrong relationships, which is a big lesson for you as a Libra rising. By having the full moon gone with your first house, that let us know you're gonna be letting go of what no longer serving you on a relationship level and a harmony level that's actually affecting your individuality, how you see yourself, how you go about your passions and desires. Because a lot of time with Libra rising, you put your own passions, desire, individuality aside for the sake of the collective, so you can balance things out, so you can make things more sociable, which is obviously dangerous too, because this is the area of life where you need to actually separate from people, not connect with the people, so you can develop who you are. And I bet with the Sun, Jupiter, and Carrion going on through your seventh house, you will becoming more aware on how to do that. So you could let your relationship know that you have your own individuality to stand on, and not allow people to take advantage of how you appear like. So this full moon is gonna be an almost like a good full moon that would gonna wake you guys up with Libra rising. Now Scorpio rising, you guys gonna experience this full moon in your 12th house. So you guys gonna be letting go of what no longer serving you guys emotionally in the area of your subconscious mind, the area of your dreams and illusion, the area where we come up with a lot of our imagination. With having the full moon here, you guys gonna be letting go of what no longer serving you on a relationship level that's affecting your subconscious mind, your health issues, and things like that. If you have people in your life, relationships is affecting the way you dream, what you want to go for in the long term from a subconscious point of view. You want to definitely balance things out. Since with a Scorpio rising, you guys appear like you guys are secretive. So a lot of time you may not be aware of how some of your relationship or how even people in your relationship affect your subconscious mind, since everything appears so scorpionic, everything appears so dark, if you get what I'm saying, which is something I think Scorpio rising relate to, and I could relate to a little bit since I'm a Sagittarius ascendant, but I also have Pluto on my ascendant, so I see a lot of these themes of power and control issues, themes of transformation within my own life, just like Scorpio rising. And even in Vedic astrology, I'll be considered Scorpio rising. So definitely pay attention to these relationships and how can you guys create more harmony within your subconscious mind for the sake of all this passion and desire you guys been developing in the area of your work routines, your daily patterns through having the Sun, Jupiter, and Chiron going through your sixth house. But you gotta give your time to figure out new ways of initiating passion and desires about your work routines. But these need enough time so grow, so you don't have a lot of things in your Libra 12 houses affecting these things. Your relationship might affecting your subconscious mind in ways you may not become aware of, and that's moving you away from what you need to be more passionate and individual about, which is your work, your routines, your health. And that's obviously important because you're a Scorpio rising. You appear like you hold on to emotion. You appear like you fixate yourself on your vulnerabilities, which could be quite dangerous. So you guys need to learn how to let go of some things emotionally from a rising sign point of view. Sagittarius rising, you guys experience this full moon in your 11th house. So you guys will be letting go of what no longer serving you in the area of groups, friends, how you guys take a position in being progressive in the world. What group are you taking part of that is associative enough that could help you like progress reality, make yourself part of the politics, essentially with having a Libra 11 house. Having right now this, you guys be little trying to get balance, harmony in the area of your associates, the area of where you guys want to get connected with other humanitarian level, which is needed since it's a sextile, and you guys see a lot of opportunity on how to bring a lot of your spiritual experience into your daily, into your associate, to see the opportunity on how to do it. And obviously your associate themselves see an opportunity on how to integrate you into their works, into their, I mean, their groups, the people who they are part with. Because it was Sagittarius rising like me, you're so open, you're so broad with your vision, imagination, and you need to find meaning and reasoning and extract knowledge and wisdom, that you make it easy for yourself to be part of any groups. But this will lead to a lot of bad relationship when it comes to your 11th house. Not all everybody you want to make it part of your groups, your associate. You don't get to know everybody. This is why I bet, like me with the Libra 11 house, you've been trying to get balance and harmony in the area of life forever because of how you appear, you are personally. Now, Capricorn rising, you guys gonna have the full moon going on through your 10th house, and this is gonna allow you guys of letting go of one no longer serving you emotionally in the area of business, status, relationship, aka you guys gonna create more balance and harmony in your business and status and your public life through getting rid of people or inviting the right people that can help you push your business status straight forward. Since you're Capricorn rising into business, status, money, how you appear like. So if you get into more form of communication, more form of analyzation, from like a healthy Libra level, you might make your business move further as opposed to thinking you need to utilize more of that Capricorn energy to move further. People know you're stable. People know you appear restrictive. You appear like you know how to get boundaries and things like that. But what you need to communicate more. What you need is create more harmony, more balance, more love, more justice, and things like that. That's gonna be squaring you guys so you guys gonna through learning opportunities, which is good too, which makes a lot of sense because you guys have the Sun, Jupiter, Chiron going through your fourth house. So if you guys can bring a lot of balance and harmony within the area of work, how you guys appear to the world on at least a public level, you guys may not have time to deal with your home, family, domestic issues since you guys been trying to be passionate, have to take action and learn more about your family, your home, your domestic issues. But now with the full moon in Libra, you guys gotta pay more attention to your public life, how you guys appear like, and add more some of that liberal energy. Aquarius rising, you guys gonna have this uh, full moon going through your ninth house. So this full moon is gonna force you guys to let go emotionally of what no longer serving you in the area of balancing relationship, marriages, but you guys are gonna do that in the area of spirituality, God, how you guys understand, view everything from a broad perspective. A lot of time with a Libra nine house, you guys might create a lot of your relationship surroundings your belief on God, your spirituality, and that might make you too harmonious. Because a lot of time, the nine house is for you to become aware of your broad experiences, for you to develop your own meaning and reasoning. But here with Aquarius rising, you guys get a lot of relationships, a lot of harmony surrounding your meaning and reasoning. Based upon your higher education, which would be quite dangerous because this is the area of life where God show himself to you, and the last thing you want to do is get into relationship that appear like they know how to communicate about God. It's quite dangerous with that because you're Aquarius rising. It's easy for you to be part of association, part of networking, part of and things like that because you look like you're into communication, you look like you're into analyzation, you look like you're into groups. But a lot of time that leads to a lack of development of your understanding of spirituality, God, and your broad experiences because you obviously, since you appear so associative, that invites a lot of people into your world, and that what makes you guys learn how to get balance and harmony in the area of spirituality, God, wisdom, which also makes sense since you guys have the Sun, Jupiter, and Chiron going through your third house, which forcing you guys to become more aware, take action, and expand, extract knowledge and wisdom, and heal what's going on with you within your immediate surroundings, the area that deal with your co-workers, neighborhood, how you guys go about intellectualizing your information, early education. And if you don't know how to be more passionate about this area of life, a lot of time we may not have a lot of things to experience on a broad spiritual level since our third house make the micro experience of a broad macro experience, if you get what I'm saying. Now Pisces rising, you guys gonna have this full moon in your eighth house. So you guys gonna experience this emotional need to let go of what no longer serving you in the area of your vulnerabilities, in the area of your fixated emotions that you guys keep behind the scene that might affect you guys in the long term. And this is important since you guys have a Libra 8th house, forcing you guys to go through relationship lessons and learn how to get more harmony based upon your deep, dark emotion that your relationships that may not be aware of. But since you guys have a Libra 8th house, you guys create a lot of your relationships surrounding that, like fear, surrounding these vulnerabilities, surrounding these emotional, these fixated emotions and things like that. I said in conjunction. So you guys a lot of time may not be aware of how your relationships, the people you're connected to, affect your vulnerabilities. They affect your fixated emotion, which sometimes affects a Pisces rising. Because I bet with a Pisces rising, you're so emotionally open to everything, all type of dreams, illusion, all type of flunked out things. But a lot of time that welcome a lot of the wrong people in the area of your eighth house, your vulnerabilities, your fixated emotion. So if you don't know of how to get balance on a relationship level in that area of life, the full moon is going to teach you guys, because the full moon as it's going to teach you guys to become more emotionally aware of what you guys need to let go of. It's interesting because you guys have been taking action, becoming more aware of the sun, trying to extract knowledge and wisdom Jupiter, and trying to heal the wounds of how you guys initiate your passions, desire, individuality in the area of safety, security, money, what makes you feel physically safe, which is very important because a lot of time, a lot of relationships Pisces risings get into may affect the way they go about their safety and security and money and possession, and figure out ways of developing more money essentially, but they're not aware of because it's an in conjunction. But hopefully you guys could take what I said to the heart and really pay attention to what's happening in that area of life. But this is the video. I hope you guys liked it, and I hope everybody's prepared for this full moon in Libra. And good luck.